clear and strong admonition of Jesus to move into deep water for a catch. He's telling the disciples to stop splashing around in the wading pool. Take the leap into deep water. Deep water, of course, is a metaphor, but it's even more than a metaphor. Sometimes things aren't actually the way you envision them, but there's something deeper and more profound under the surface. The deep water is a divine invitation to an encounter with God. Now, an encounter is an unexpected meeting between persons. It contains a note of lack of control because it's dependent upon the choices that each makes, and it is a connection between two persons which creates a new reality. The gospel recounts Peter's encounter with Jesus, which created a tectonic shift in Peter's life. In a flash, he went from being a fisherman to a fisher of men. Now, this encounter is not limited to Jesus and Peter or the apostles, the fishermen, or St. Paul, who was knocked off his horse in an encounter. But the fact is that each single one of us in this room today has the potential of an encounter with Jesus. And this encounter is begun in the gospel here. Sometimes it's done quickly, and sometimes it takes some time. It takes years, like for me, you know. It took a while to have it really click in. But the encounter with Jesus emphasizes, and as a result of wonder, it gives purpose, and it bestows courage, which is the gift of this morning's gospel. Most of all, it is the price of a successful life. It's the big catch which each of us are looking for. Peter collapses at the feet of Jesus in awe and unworthiness at the intense, immense love which Jesus embodies. Likewise, this encounter fills one with wonder and awe. It gives you a new sense of who you are, what it means to be, add your name in the world. It's a profound humility, a lack of arrogance, a sense of unworthiness, wonder and awe. Yes to life. Yes to God. Similar to Peter grabbing Jesus by the knees and saying, "Depart from me." It's opposite of boredom, ennui, lack of meaning, the nihilism that plagues our age. I am more than the epiphenomena of electrochemical processes. And that's the way much of the world looks at you. I am and life is charged with wonder and meaning. Bored people are boring people. And because of my encounter with Jesus, I am neither bored or boring. If you'd like to say after me, I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing wonder. I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing wonder. And because you have wonder at this encounter, you have purpose. Peter becomes a fisher of men. The result of the encounter with Jesus is that one experiences themselves in a totally new way, real dignity and value. This is the secret of the gospel. Peter's very name was changed. See, your name signifies who you are. Well, he went from Simon to rock, foundation. And your encounter with Christ will transform you into a wonder of a totally new person. The encounter with Jesus changes the way you look at yourself. And Jesus is calling each of us to set out into deep water, not longer being satisfied in the wading pool. The shallows, warm, safe, where most of the prevailing consciousness that surrounds us wants us to be. Because I know who I am in the eyes of God, I will no longer be manipulated by fear and illusion. I know who I am. I am a child of God, transformed by my encounter with Jesus. And because of this, corrupt politicians, devious advertising agents, fearmongers of every stripe no longer determine my life, because I have an unflappable faith. I passionately live from the inside out. I really care about the people that surround me and the world in which we live. If you'd like to repeat with me, I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing purpose. I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing purpose. And thirdly, because I have purpose, I have courage. I have heart. In the encounter with Jesus, Peter was emboldened to do things differently. My encounter with Jesus sets a new direction of purpose in my life and bestows on me the courage to take necessary risks to realize that purpose. Cardinal Newman said, faith is a gamble. I am a unique person and the old categories don't work. Because of my encounter with Jesus, a profound inner change has caused an outer change in the way that I relate to the world. I have a mission. I can risk praying, marrying, having children, making a commitment, education, even participating in a church community. The attitude of success is going to look different for each of us, and that is okay, because guess what? the cookie cutter approach just doesn't work anymore. You are unique. I am courageous because I have entered deep water. The truth is, of course, that the world is a lonely, cold, and dangerous and scary place. But I know that happiness is not found in splashing around the wading pool. Jesus is talking about risk, and I must face the dragon if I am to achieve success at living. Hedging my bets just doesn't work. In the deep water, I have the courage fueled by a mighty purpose, tenacity, determination, resolve, and single-minded persistence. If you'd like to say after me, I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing courage. I welcome a Jesus encounter bestowing courage. Jesus is as present this afternoon at this Mass as he was to Peter in the Gospel on the shore of the Sea of Galilee. And through this Gospel, he's inviting each of us to set out into deep water for the catch as we say from the deepest part of who I am, yes to that invitation. And when we do, we will experience a wonder, purpose, and courage that we never thought possible. With Peter, we'll fall to our knees in crowd and gratitude. As in billions of years and infinite space, my particular call will be realized, having the big catch. And I'll never be the same.